Yeah! The Bill reunited. How are you guys feeling?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you all. I know, do you feel complete now, yeah?
Absolutely.
Well,
there's only about 130 other members of cast, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Feels like we've never been away.
Yeah. There you go. I love that. Well, welcome. I'm Sarah Jane Crawford. I'm joined by 6 cast members from The Bill, reuniting live from Central London to celebrate the drama channel showing The Bill from every episode from the first episode. That's exciting, isn't it?
It's going to take years.
Are you nervous,
How many
excited?
is that, though? How many is it?
Oh, I can't tell you because that's part of the question. I've got a quiz going on, so that will be one of the answers. So episode 1 is going to be coming Monday the 14th of August, 12 p.m. So that's an appointment to view on the drama channel. It's going to be on every weekday, or you can watch online, UK TV Play. Now, in this Facebook Live, we're going to be playing some games. Are you guys good at games? Quizzes?
No.
We like games.
Marcus.
There you go. I like that. He's a naughty one. We have to watch it, okay? So you guys can watch it for me.
Yes.
You never know what's going to happen. It is live. Now, first up, let's meet our guests. So I want you to all introduce yourselves and tell us who you used to play as well.
Okay, my name's Trudy Goodwin, and I used to play Sergeant June Ackland.
Yeah!
Good tune.
Good day. My name's Chris Simmons, and I used to play Detective Constable Mickey Webb.
Cheeky Mickey.
And I am Eric Richard, and I used to play Sergeant Bob Cryer.
There you go. And
Well
these
done,
guys, you're going to be the Canley Coppers, okay?
Okay.
That is your team name for this Facebook Live.
Not Canny, but Canley.
Yes, Canny and Canley.
Yeah.
That's who we did there. And on my right.
I am Mark Wingett, and I played Sergeant
Woo,
Jim
woo,
Carver.
woo, woo, woo.
Oh, yeah.
I am Lisa Maxwell, and I play Detective Inspector.
Yeah, love that.
And I'm Graham Cole, and I was a humble PC Tony Snap.
Oh,
Yes.
very well introduced. Okay, so we've got the Canley Coppers on my left and the Bill Bobbies. So you go, a bit of alliteration there. So, quick fire round then. So we're going to start with Trudy versus Mark. Are you ready?
Ready.
Do we have to just come in really quickly?
So what we should do is the first person to answer gets the point.
Is.
Oh, okay.
Clues in the
Oh,
title.
excuse cheeky.
Can we help?
I didn't even get a chance to tell you the rules, did I? Right, okay. So, oh, hang on a minute. You had to know, look, didn't you?
I got my glasses.
Like this.
I wasn't
All right.
looking at the questions.
So, sorry, Trudy, you might be honest. Right, so, first question. What date did the Bill first air?
October 19th.
16th of October 1984.
Well, you
Do you know what, right? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Because you were looking, and because you said October 1st, I'm going to give you both a joint point. Yes. And from now on, I'm going to keep it close
Come on,
to
Marty.
Okay, so question 2. How many episodes were there in total?
2,400.
2,432.
Well, actually, the answer was 2,421. So...
Very
close.
Okay, but you guys are good though.
Yeah.
Did you know it was going to be trivia and facts?
No, of course not.
No.
Of course not.
We know nothing.
I knew it. Attention to detail.
I haven't seen these questions before,
Never
ever.
leave the force.
I've been up all night swatting.
I love it. All right.
I've just been up all night.
So question 3, which character was in the show for the longest?
I would say that would be. I would say it's either Trudy or Graham.
But what
And
would you say, Trudy?
I think it's Trudy.
I think it's me.
Yeah, I think it's true.
It's generally
Is that your final
It's only because I looked it up.
How did you know to look that up?
Googled.
Oh,
whatever
no.
You do. Yeah.
But is that your final answer? Are you 100% sure on that?
Yeah.
Is it Reg?
Nah.
Nah.
You're absolutely right. It was Reg. I love the way you went, nah. Yeah, Reg. It was Reg. He was in it for 24 years and then closely followed by you. 23 years.
No.
Stuart's
inquiry.
Stuart's
inquiry.
Speak to the independent adjudicator, please.
Take everybody out.
I guarantee all of those people will be shouting at you now because they will know the answer.
Jeff wasn't in the
I've got my sort of research team here. Anyway, everybody's furiously looking
wasn't
on.
in the
You
pilot.
need to pan round here and see all these people going like this.
Did you say what was the question? How the most episodes?
No,
Who was in the show for the longest? So I've
Do
got
you
here
count-
24 years.
No, but did he stay on after you left? So he might not have been in the first.
I thought you
Might
left
have
before.
caught
It
you.
says here that he was in it from 1984 to 2008 and that you were in it from 84 to 2007.
That's right, but I think he left
But he
before
wasn't
me.
in the
Anyway.
We're going to look into
Enough.
this. But
Yeah,
I'm glad that
you
you
call
guys
him.
are so on it.
We'll have the 6 points. They can have 1. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
That's
Reg, we
fair.
salute you anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so question number 4. The Sunhill officers had a rivalry with which other police station?
Barton
But
Street.
Oh, you are on it. You are on the book. The neighbouring station to Sunhill, of course. You are looking. I can't look.
looking!
I've got
see
some-
that.
I'm not looking!
She's looking
Final
at my
question.
smile.
Yeah. Sunhill's short-lived 3-person quick response vehicle was called what?
Herbie.
Sierra 1.
You got it wrong, and you were cheating. Both of you got it wrong, actually. It was.
ARB.
Anyone else? You want to?
What was the
No.
question?
Oh, yeah, of course, it's just you.
This is
isn't it?
yours, Grace.
Okay,
too.
so it was the high performance. Oh, sorry, it's a high performance Volvo. But what was the name
High performance
of
what?
the?
It would have been
Volvo.
Sierra 1.
I've seen a
It
few
would
of
have been
them.
Sierra
No, it was
1.
actually called the crime car.
Oh,
No, it wasn't.
No.
No.
Crime car's totally different.
Oh, I've had enough. Right, let's not
Crime car's
research.
totally different. Who wrote these?
Who wrote these questions?
Half
Apparently, it was launched in
She wasn't
2000.
even born when this started.
Single episode. And it was an initiative of Chief Superintendent Charles Brownlow.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Who's that?
Well, he was only in it for one
Oh.
episode.
I didn't
Was
come
it
into
for one
it until
episode?
episode 1000.
Oh, no wonder I can't remember.
Okay, so Stuart's inquiring 2 of those, but I'm
Yeah,
liking this.
okay.
This is very fun. That is
Okay.
the end of round 1.
Hooray!
So after the research has been done on those final
On
points,
Wikipedia.
Been fired.
who have we got so far? Oh, it's
Oh.
3 all.
3 all. Oh,
Congratulations, guys. So we're going to move on to Chris, who played Mickey Webb, and of course Lisa, who played Samantha Nixon.
Come on,
Are you
come on.
ready
No.
Yes,
for round? Actually, no. Before we do that, we've got some questions. Sorry, I got it wrong.
Oh.
Right, so we've got some. I know you're excited, aren't you? You're warmed up and ready. That's good. So we've got some questions on Facebook, and by the way, if you want to ask your questions, all you need to do is go to the comments box below the Facebook live stream right now. So Darren on Twitter wants to know, Trudy, which episode did you find the hardest to film emotionally?
Kissing me.
Well, no, it actually,
Did you have a snog?
actually,
Oh. She snobbed everybody.
How dare you!
Let's answer the
Okay,
question.
fair enough.
Actually, I
Remember the
did
Sun
kiss
Hill
just
Park
about
one?
everybody.
That's so cool. Why? That's cheeky.
I did, but I didn't find those terribly emotionally distressing, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, I don't know.
On the contrary.
Actually, to be really serious, there was a cot death episode which
Whoa.
I found very difficult to do, but which was a really terrific episode. Yeah.
Running with a handbag can't have been easy.
no, all those scenes running with a handbag.
No, but on a serious note, there must have been a lot of times when you had to really, really kind of do your research and get into the really get into the storyline.
Yeah.
And must have really moved you as well.
Yeah, the work was quite heavy, so that's why we always had a laugh.
Yeah,
Basically.
bit of comic
I can
relief.
never tell whether Mark's going to be serious.
I know. I was like, oh god. All right, so we have a question here from Rob on Facebook who says, I read once that some of the directors used to throw in unscripted elements that you had to improvise around. Is that true?
We used to improvise ourselves, actually,
Yeah.
and I think the first 2 series were basically improvised, weren't they? There
Yeah.
was a skeleton script,
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
and with the director leading us, we basically improvised the episodes.
So like with these questions, you're like, I'm not doing that. That's it. We're going
Derek
to do our own thing.
Derek
No, I'm
Lister
joking.
was the worst, because if you were a big group shot, we were all in like the CAD room or something, or in
Yeah.
he would ask one of us, he would point at someone and say, I want you to tell a joke
That's
to
it.
set the,
Yeah.
That's
set the
right.
scene, and that was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't realise there's so much improvisation.
They actually had a lot of input into the show through the history of the show.
There
Actually.
wasn't
It's also
a lot of
'cause-
there. I don't remember any.
No, I think
I mean,
by the
obviously
later
you'd
on
have
it
like a
didn't
few.
You
If
were
you're
upstairs.
chasing after a criminal, you go, come here, you whatever, and you put all those bits.
Yeah.
Put in your own insults, you know, as you're
I was
running.
going to swear them, but it's very early in the day.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
fir-
Let's-
the
let's
first-
not-
Was
it's not
often
popular.
The first 12 that they did, though, they did want it to look as if it was a drama doc, so they did encourage us, whereas by the time, as you say, 1,000 episodes in, the
Yeah.
kind of style was set, but
Yeah.
at this end we were kind of setting the style, weren't we?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
we were allowed that kind of energy. And it's interesting that, you know, someone like me or John Salthouse, who had worked with people like Mike Lee and had done a lot of improvising, I think that's not least of all why we were brought in, and someone like Mark for the same reason. They wanted that kind of on your toes feel about it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'd love to have done that. I'd love to improvise, would you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we could have put 2 hours on the show.
We'd
Oh,
still
you
be
were
there.
2 hours.
We're getting a note from she who will be obeyed. Speak up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right, guys, so it's time for round 2, and it's called Rule or Fool. And I'm going to give this to each of
What
you.
or fall?
Rule or Fool. So I'm
Rule
basically
or
going to read you out a UK law,
Okay.
and you've got to tell me whether it's rule, true, or fool, false.
Why would they know? They're in CID.
We're not real police people.
Hello, Sarah, we're not real. This was all a drama. I get that, but it's just a bit of fun.
Real world.
Because you don't know, you might actually know it from just
Well, there
life.
have been actors that think that they are.
Oh, absolutely.
Haven't there?
We all know that.
Really? So no more. Right, law number 1. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it illegal? So you're still looking, aren't you?
Yes.
You're not even playing for this point. Anyway, is it illegal to jump the queue in a London Underground ticket hall? True or false? Rule or fall?
Rule.
And why so?
Because the green one was on this side first.
No, I know. But how do you know the answer? It's all right.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that just instinct?
Oh, no, I read about that. Yeah.
Well, you are
illegal
correct.
to jump a queue.
Well, basically, under the TfL bylaws, if there's a sign that says where you have to, if there's a sign that says you have to queue and join from the back, then if you don't do that, it's illegal. And then you guys run in and go, you scroll and stuff.
Oh,
Quite right, too.
bang them up.
Remember that?
Nixon nonsense.
Nick 'em.
Call the Rozzers.
Nixon
I
nonsense.
can't cope. Moving on.
Did you
Right,
say
law.
DR Nixon nonsense?
Oh my God. Law number 2. Is it illegal to
Like
play?
name in vain. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Is it illegal to place a stamp of the Queen upside down on a letter? Is it illegal to do that?
Go for this.
You are absolutely right. It is not illegal. It's illegal under the Treason Act to do anything with the intention of disposing of the Queen, like throwing away money. Not that anyone would do that. But an upside down stamp is fine. Your letter will be delivered.
It's illegal to dispose of the Queen.
Yeah,
You can't dispose
her.
of a stamp.
Image.
Well, I mean, you
Dispose
can.
of it, all right.
Good point. I mean, you can't chuck money away. No one really does that. But you can stick a stamp upside down on the letter and it will get there.
How many
FYI.
ways can you dispose of the Queen?
I know. But this is the. You know,
Where's
I'm
the
not
list?
unfair with the Treason Act, but I know what you're saying. It is a
When
weird one.
Tommy Cooper met the Queen, he says, I feel like I should lick the back of your head like I've been doing for years."
Is that one of his? That was brilliant. All right. Right, law number 3. It's illegal to stand within 100 yards of the reigning monarch without wearing socks. Rule or fall? Very good. It was. It's
No,
not
you
actually
didn't look
true.
this way. You looked
So
at the
it's
house.
not-
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Independent adjudicator. I can't. There you go.
Yeah.
Adjudicator.
Yeah, well done.
There you go. Sorry. I'm like that. I've got to do
Jeff
it.
Stewart's inquiry.
Brilliant, you are right. Although Queen Elizabeth I did make it illegal for people to be in her presence wearing shirts with outrageous double ruffles. Well,
Oh, she would, wouldn't she?
Yeah, that makes sense.
final question, law number 4. Is it illegal to fly a kite in the streets of London?
Cool, blimey. Mary Poppins.
That's what I thought! They did it with no problem, but apparently
So you can do that up on a
it
hill, like Primrose Hill or somewhere like that, where you see people with.
is correct, but
Not
it is
in the street.
it is correct that it's illegal.
Is it
Yeah, it's been since 1839, and the same act also bans sliding on the snow, playing annoying games, and carrying a plank of wood along the pavement.
So how do you go up to a child?
So can you
and
not-
say
You've
you're
got to
under
nick 'em, you've got to
arrest?
nick 'em, you are.
Right.
But Bill, you have to do it.
So can you apply that rule to drones then? If you could apply
I think
it
there
to
are sort of
kites?
drone rules. The details of which I do not know.
Anyway.
People will be looking up. But anyway, so that's at the end of round 2. Let's have a look at
What's
the
the scores?
scores on the doors, whatever. Okay,
Oh, look.
so that was. So who won this round?
Oh.
The Bill Bobbies won.
Hey!
So we got a draw and a win to
Doing very well.
So this is the final one, and it's all to play for, really, truthfully. So we're either going to get a draw, or you guys are going to take it. And if we get a draw, does that mean we ask a bonus? I know, because we're out
Tiebreaker.
for the points.
Aren't
It's
you
kind
supposed
of.
to ask some questions first, not
Yeah.
to tell you your job?
Yes, we are. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was going to go. Hang on a minute, but you're actually right. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
I'm here for you.
So thank you so much at home for sending in your questions in the comments section of Facebook Live. Let's go to Chris on Facebook, who says, question for Trudy.
Oh, I've already answered one.
Okay, fine, we'll move on.
Is this one?
Question for Chris. Was Simon Roos's bossy as his character, Jack Meadows?
No, he was the most away with the fairies sort of actor. He was completely the opposite. If you can imagine completely the opposite to Jack Meadows, you'll come close to Simon Rouse.
Really?
Would you all agree?
Yeah.
He was absolutely
Well-
ditzy and sort of
He
lovely.
did spend a fair amount of time on the dark side of the moon. You know, he would gravitate round us
Yeah.
and then he would disappear out of shot. Come back in again.
Yeah. Fly me to the earth. Let me. Yeah. No, completely the opposite. Completely the opposite.
I love that. Thank you for that. And Tom on Facebook wants to know, what was your most iconic episode and why?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think for all of us, probably live episodes are quite iconic because people expect that it's a moment, isn't it?
Were they really nerve-wracking?
They were. I don't know why we did them, to be perfectly honest.
Why make it hard like that?
Well, yeah, and
Terrifying.
also the only reason they really work is if something goes horribly wrong, and of course it was so good, nothing did really horribly
So
wrong.
nobody believed it was live anyway.
No.
Yeah.
Personally, iconic episodes for me might well be my daughter going missing, for 9 months, and then me finding her in a box around the corner. A bit careless. Really, a bit careless. But people got quite involved in the missing daughter story because it was a personal story, not necessarily like it was a crime story, but it had a personal element. So I think maybe people like that.
And did you get a lot of sympathy, like literally on the street, people going, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like people would take it really seriously.
People used to talk to me about it quite a lot. I mean, mostly people used to say to me, "Why haven't you shagged Phil Hunter?" Because I would if I yes, remember Phil Hunter?
He's all right,
Scott Maslin from EastEnders.
Oh yes, yeah. No, I'm saying I understand. All right, cool. So final game 3, famous faces.
That's a new mirror.
So basically, famous people who were either unknown at the time or were famous at the time who appeared on the bill. Are you ready? And so we're moving on, Candy Coppers, to Eric and to Graham.
Standing by, yeah, look, I'm standing by, look.
I'm just checking that you're composed, guys.
I'm alive,
Right.
I'm alive, honestly.
So question 1, which
Careful,
Steady.
steady.
which Doctor Who once starred in the bill?
David Tennant.
Yep.
Very good.
Great.
Now for a bonus point,
Oh,
this is good though.
I knew I was too
in which
excited.
year?
One good bit of trivia. The girl who played my daughter is now married to David Tennant.
No.
Wow.
And she's
After
the,
you found her in the
she
box,
is
didn't
the,
she?
I found her in the
You
box.
got her out of the box and sent her away.
It's all right ups and all right life.
Thanks, I
Well,
guess.
spent half the night before she's at the East box.
It was the hardest box.
The moral of the story?
And her dad was Peter Davison, who played Doctor Who as well.
TV
She
world.
played Doctor
TV
Who's
world is twisted and small.
daughter.
Yeah.
She's got like the ultimate Doctor Who pedigree. Anyway, sorry, I don't.
No, that is almost. I don't even know what the
How did Jodie Whittaker get the job then? I mean, with all that pedigree, she should have got the job.
As what?
As Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yes, which is all these shows. All right, cool. So, bonus point 4. In what year did David Tennant appear in the
95.
bill? Perfect. We're keeping tally. And his character name.
I can tell you it was written by Jeff McQueen because I love Jeff's writing, and it was directed by A.J. Quinn. And
I'll
This
leave
is
now
like-
then.
This is like.
something Clements. The only reason I know this is because I do Doctor Who stuff, because I've been in a lot of Doctor Who's.
Pam St Clements.
Something Clements.
Go on, go for it, because you're nearly there, and I want you to have
Stanley.
it.
Stephen.
Yes!
Was it?
Stephen Clements, 1995, David Tennant. Now that is
Very
That's
good.
worth more than 1 point.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Dr.
3
Who.
answers, 2 points.
No, that's a one.
Three
No,
points.
no.
No, but remember these guys
You weren't
didn't get it
interested in
first,
the
so I feel
first two
bad that the
answers.
bonus point we can't really.
Yeah.
No.
But that was good. Do we get? Is it an extra 2 bonus points or 1 for those bits? Wow, it wasn't enough.
Oh, what can I do? I'll go
Okay.
home then.
All right. So question number 2: which Spice Girl played Janice? Bonus point for the correct year as well.
Bunting.
Oh,
Emma.
I got the
Oh,
first
you got
half, you
Emma
got the
and
second
Judy.
half, yes.
You prompted me.
Half each.
What did you say?
I
You
said Emma and Emma
Oh,
Bunting.
Sorry.
Yes.
You weren't looking at me.
Spice Girl.
so we're getting you on the year and you on the name, or not? Or
I've got the name, he's got the name. Sort
But
that
you've got
out.
the year, so we get
Well, no,
credit.
because you said Emma, I got Bunting. I can tell you the year.
Yeah,
I can tell you what she did because I was in the episode.
there you
Oh,
go.
no.
Look, cool. I haven't got a chance,
Who
have
said that?
I?
It was 93, and
No, it wasn't joking.
what she got really, really upset about was that all her dialogue scenes were cut.
Well, she really, really said.
And I saw her many, many years later, and she
Awkward.
remembered that and had a go at.
Oh, you mean a real
she
Emma
joined
Bunting?
the band.
We saw her.
So she joined a
It was
band.
like 13,
She joined some band, like
12 or 13, something like that.
Oh.
And the only scene you saw her, she was standing in custody, and we were all working on
They cut her dialogue.
cut all her dialogue. Yeah, she was really upset.
Oh.
But
So
lovely.
order, innit?
Also, you know.
But she moved
But
on.
she-
Who else's
bad,
career could be
yeah.
ruined?
I'm going to let you know right now.
Is that right, the year, by the way?
That was.
Oh, we just
You're
have.
brilliant at all this. So 1993.
Blimey.
Yes, you are right. I didn't even have
Wow.
that extra bit of info, but thanks.
Pleasure. For you, anything.
Cheers. Question number 3, final question for the entire game. Which chat show host appeared as herself in the bill in 2003?
We were with her today.
Before you answer.
Oh,
go on.
I know the answer.
What before you can tell us?
Oh, am I allowed to
No,
say?
no, because then I realised, no, you're going to get to answer first.
I don't know the other name though.
Before you answer, if you can remember who she was interviewing, you get a bonus point.
It's Lorraine Kelly.
Oh, but that's out of order.
No, he said the name.
Alright, cool.
I will tell you who she
I need
interviewed.
more judges.
Just to get my colleagues really on my side.
You've got a really strong team member.
We have.
Yeah, but he said one of them is a really boring copper. He was talking about me.
Because you were busy swatting up every year.
She's gone now. That's,
No, he just remembers it. He was in
It
every
was
episode.
because they actually let us film this interview in Lorraine's studio at ITV. And it was Kathy Bradford.
Oh.
Was who?
Kathy Bradford, is that her name? Mad Kathy.
I can't believe you got
Kathy
that.
Yes,
Bradford.
Kathy. with her-
PC,
Yes.
Kathy Bradford.
Oh, come on!
You guys, I really hope that you guys don't play him at Trivial Pursuit at Christmas time, because that's a nightmare.
you should do Mastermind.
No,
that
you
should be your
should.
speciality subject.
Bill. But would they let him
be?
be? Would they let him do
yeah.
Mastermind and
Like,
have the Bill as a special subject, or would that be? Would they let him?
Sure you
be?
could.
Yeah, I'd love it.
You can
Sure.
pick whatever you like.
Yeah,
that's
do it.
brilliant.
Yeah.
That's another 10 quid. Go on, do it.
Listen, guys.
You get paid for this. No one mentioned a fee.
No.
Okay,
No one ever does.
let's have
Mike, you haven't seen yourself
That's
with
a whole
Darwin.
different
Can I have a drum roll? Because I want to find out who's actually won the Candy Coppers versus the Bill
I've
Bobbies.
done us there.
I
And
still want to know the answer to who was the longest serving character. It directly affects
Yeah,
me.
come on. We're still hanging on
we're
this.
going to find out. Congratulations to the Bill Bobby. 10.5 points. But you guys did well. Congratulations as well. 6.5
We
points.
did all we
Yeah.
could.
Do we know whether it was good old Reg Hollis or not? We don't
Who
know.
cares?
Gone very
Who cares?
quiet.
Has anybody
But
got the answer?
congratulations to both of you. That's a long time to be
It's
in
a long
TV
time, exactly.
show.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not denying him anything. I'm just.
Well, in football terms, we need video evidence, don't
Yeah,
we?
we do. We need some sort of photo finish or something
Or
like
Jeff
that.
to phone in.
Jeff to phone up, yeah, exactly.
In fact, I joined the bill in '84, but not as Tony Stamp. So
Really?
I didn't count. Yeah.
What, so you changed character?
No, I was a girl when it started.
So
And
progressive.
then they changed
So
it.
progressive for the 80s.
We were way ahead at the time.
Right, so we've got some more questions I've remembered finally. So what have we got here? We have, Tom on Facebook wants to know, hold on, what was the most iconic episode? Andy says, Eric, why did you choose to leave the bill?
Because I was a very old man. And
Was? You're not an old man at all,
Bob
you're still
Cryer was a
youthful.
very old man, and it was time to go. I
He
mean,
didn't
it was.
want to be in the dressing room with me anymore. That's what
No, and exactly. I was sharing a dressing room with him, which was not easy. Because he was swatting all the time. He was going through all these encyclopedias.
Scripts and
Listen, it always pays off when you know a bit of trivia. Also, Darren on Twitter wants to know, what do you think still makes the show popular?
It always just reinvents itself. It keeps, if you watch it through the years, it changed, it moved with the times. Like, I remember we saying before, when these guys first joined, it was one of the first shows that had a cameraman would chase someone up the road.
Yes,
and it
that
felt
rocket
like
look.
it was, you was right on his
Yeah.
shoulder. That was groundbreaking at the time, and it just keeps going.
I preferred that though, and I liked it when the walking
The
down the
feet.
street, the feet.
At
That
the
changed
beginning.
though, didn't it? I think that they went away from that.
Yeah, they did, which I think was a shame. But
For the end credits.
But also, there are endless police stories, aren't there? You
Yeah.
can just go
Yeah.
on and on and on and on. Amazing stories that
And I
you
think
can
that-
tell.
Like Judy said, people love a good crime story, but also I just think it appeals to every generation because there are stories about everyone of every age and every class. I think
Yeah.
It's very
it
inclusive.
reaches out to everyone.
And we have a question for you. We have a
everybody's
question for
acting is
you.
with the
There's
What's
that
that?
question for
Your
me.
question for you is: were Rule or Fool? Were they Trudy's feet that you were talking about? What do you
Really?
think? No, we're asking
Were
you.
they?
Rule
I think,
or Fool?
I think rule it was. I didn't even know what you were going to ask me there, but I said it
No.
confidently.
No, you're wrong.
It wasn't.
No, they were marks
They were marked.
in her shoes.
things those high heels. It was awful.
No, they weren't our feet. We were supposed to do it,
They
weren't
were
we?
there were
We were
a
busy.
walk-on artist called Karen England.
That's the kind of thing you would know.
True.
Is that how she became a walk-on?
And Paul.
Can I ask you guys a question? Do you remember an episode called The Visitors? where the
Graham?
trophy got stolen by the OAPs.
Oh.
Because I was an extra in that episode.
Ah,
As a school
there we
child,
go.
yeah, going to, and they thought, you guys thought that we'd stolen the trophy, but it was the OAPs.
Oh, that's
So that was a really
You've been in the building.
Yeah, come on, which is why you're here.
Yeah, exactly. This is the tenuous link.
Wow.
Okay, guys. So we're nearly out of time. We're going to ask some more questions.
It's gone quickly.
I've got a question for you. So back then, I think in 1984 when it started, was there only the 3 channels on TV? There wasn't there, or was 4?
Was Channel 4 had started, hadn't it?
No,
Oh,
not
it
in
was-
1984
only-
it had.
yeah.
And it was black and white and gas.
Yeah.
No.
But you guys must have been, and you still are, such famous faces. What was life like walking down the streets? In Britain, people must have just been talking to you relentlessly because it must have been such a
Well,
strong
I think
brand.
later on, but quite a lot later on.
When
wasn't
did it become like?
Well, I
When
think my
when
favourite
it went-
personal story is being in a pub with my missus, and I got up to go to the gents, and there were 2 fellas standing there, and it was difficult to get between them, and I knew they recognised me, and I came back and they stopped me and said, "You're in the bill, aren't you?" And yes, I am. And he said to his mate, "See, I told you." And then he said to me, "But you're a copper, aren't you?" And I said, "No, I'm an actor who plays a policeman." He said, "No, I know that, but you're a copper, aren't you?" And his mate said to him, "See, I told you." He said, No, he's a copper, aren't you?" He genuinely believed that what I did is on a Tuesday night I popped over to Wapping, put in an evening at the bill, and then went back to work as a policeman. Really, it was that bizarre.
But people do get so attached to the characters, don't they? They maybe can't,
Even
imagine
the real
that you're
police,
not.
even the real police think that you're real police.
Yeah.
They tell you things that they shouldn't be telling you.
Have you,
Don't they
really?
confide in you
They
because
give you
there's like a
information.
sort of, kind of some weird code.
Kind of
Like-
honorary policeman.
I've been called mum by a real PC where I got stopped in the car only once, but it was lovely.
It wasn't madam.
Out of order.
Yes, down the dilly I was.
I've got.
I was with a French friend and I was taking my daughter to school and she said, "Mark, being with you is like being in a video game. Everybody stops and talks to you."
She was.
She was lovely.
I've got another question for you. What about stunts? Does anyone do anything that was pretty
never.
edgy? No.
Yeah.
Nothing that was
I
quite
got
na-
knocked out once,
you?
actually.
I never did
For
anything.
real?
By a 6'4" stuntman, and it wasn't his fault, but he did hit me, and I had to go to the London hospital.
You're joking.
Greg, but it was
Worth the fiver.
I saw stars.
Did you actually get knocked out? Wow.
Yeah, no, I saw stars. I
That's
went,
great.
"Bleh,"
Yeah, that's
and
good.
yeah.
I remember getting in a car and driving, and the director said, "Look, you've got this whole car park, and it was all gravelly, and the stuntman drove it. And he said, I want you to just do a donut where you just spin the car around."
Yeah.
And the guy showed me how to do it, and then that was me all day practicing. That's what we used to do.
That's
all these
wicked.
days- yeah, so we used to get some lovely things. I think you was allowed to do as much as you wanted to do.
So do you think it was more so then than now? Like it's not
Yeah,
the
I
same
think
now?
so. Yeah,
I'm sure
You
it's
Can't just have a go.
That was one of the best parts of the job. I used to love doing
Yeah,
that.
it was a
Driving
fun
the
bit.
car really fast and having to stop at a mark and lining it up with a camera. It's just like another element that you just
Absolutely.
don't really have to do.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also being like a small woman, not that you're a small woman, but being a small woman was... Where am I going?
Star driving.
That was instant. That got me on.
Another port and lemon for my mum, please.
Grab 'em back. Being a small woman, you don't often get cast in a role where you get to do stunts,
No.
and they.
So that was your opportunity to get in
Exactly.
It
there.
really was, and I used to love actually getting that kind of physical element of the job, like tackling 6-foot guys. They'd show you how to do it,
Yeah.
and I would really go for it.
I was
That
thinking
sounded great.
that thing of like driving the car and then having to, pull up, screech to a halt,
Yeah.
and then get out of the car really quickly, but then get your handbag under your seatbelt kind of, and then I'd go to turn it off, and the windscreen wipers would go on, and they can't get
And you'd have to have your seatbelt on because because the rules was that everyone had to wear a seatbelt, so we had to, as law-abiding police officers
With your
on
tie
the
dye.
telly,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
couldn't cheat getting out the car quickly by not wearing a belt. You had to do the whole.
But you'd go from that as well, from that sort of fun sort of element of it to interview room scenes that have been beautifully written, where you're trying to get this information out of someone who's a wonderful actor, and you're sort of, so you get to go through
All that variation.
You get through all the variation. It was never ever the
Because
same.
we're always on location.
Yeah.
98% of my time on location. I can remember doing that old malarkey where Stan gets locked in a flat with a mad woman who's got bars on the doors and the windows and he can't get out and he's desperately not wanting to contact Sunhill to tell him. And Barry Davis, who directed that, was such a tiny, tiny flat. that he sat in the toilet with the monitor on his leg, and his opening gambit to is action, and I'll also be the critic.
After action, you know.
Yeah.
Guys,
it was an amazing show for that. I mean, the crews were just phenomenal.
Yeah.
do you know
Cameron
what?
and Beaumont's amazing.
It's been amazing taking a walk down memory lane with you guys. So give it up for yourselves. Thank you so much. And that brings us to a close. Thank you so much, Graham Cole, Eric Richard, Mark Wingett, Trudy Goodwin, Chris Simmons, and Lisa Maxwell for joining us. Don't forget, Drama Channel, Showing the Bill, right from the beginning, episode 1 and onwards, Monday 14th of August at 12 p.m. So watch that on UK TV or online, UK TV Play. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.